Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the school committee meeting of August 14, 2017. The first thing on the agenda, there are two sets of minutes, one for the regular meeting of June 26, 2017, and one for the executive session meeting of June 26, 2017.
Motion to approve both.
2 seconds.
All those in favor? It's unanimous. I should abstain. I wasn't there, so I would abstain. Communications, we have a flyer from the Girl Scouts. What is your recommendation, Mr. Superintendent?
I recommend that we distribute this flyer. Girl Scouts are a wonderful organization.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Vote. Superintendent's report, Dr. Cron.
Superintendent's report, thank you. I'm going to split my report a little bit because later on I'll have an opening of school. So some of the things you might expect to hear a little bit about, you may not hear about. But we had a terrific summer, very, very busy in the office, finishing up all the financial paperwork that goes along with a school system. A lot of it gets done in July and August. We shifted a couple classrooms from the Jefferson School over to the Esten School, and so that was completed early on in the summer. Hiring is completed. Very special thank you to our custodians and maintenance staff for their work this summer. That includes some recent graduates who work for us over the summer and do an excellent job. We are very close to kicking off school, because here we are. Yeah. And band camp starts on Wednesday, the 16th. Clearance day for football is Friday. The new teachers come on Monday for orientation. All the teachers are back on Wednesday, and off we go. Wow. So we're very excited for this school year. It's going to be memorable.
Are the buildings all done now? Are they all?
There's always last minute, the last week.
Yeah, but they're pretty much shiny and ready to go.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, and you had no problems hiring teachers?
In my opinion, from my perspective, I wasn't the principal hiring, so it's a little different sense of urgency. Very, very pleased with the hiring that we did. Okay. I know, especially in certain departments, what I am always thinking of is, like, if you're the Yankees and you have an opening on first base, you want the best. Right. So I feel as though we made some really good trades. Okay. Some people who left us, but the people who came in, I felt had strong skills. So we're very excited. Good. In one case, our new technology teacher went to Rachel Mack, that position. So that's someone who's inside, who already knows and has worked closely with Lisa. Yeah. So we're very excited about the hires from within as well. So very excited.
Good. Thank you.
How about the budget process? We got that pretty well squared away as far as our plan for the next 10 months or so?
Yes, we do.
Good, good.
Absolutely,
good.
and if you'll notice when we get to the budget report, I think Mr. Mills might have a question about it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, any other questions for the superintendent?
No.
All right, next thing on the agenda are the reports, and we have several from the administrators, Dr. Harrison, Mrs. Bond, Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Sheehan, and Ms. Sheffley. Under guidance, Mrs. Black, nurse, Mrs. Ryan, public personnel services, Mrs. Maniglia. I would entertain.
4 motions to approve.
4 seconds.
Those in favor?
All right.
So unanimous. Under financial reports, we have the school department, June, high school student activities for June, middle school student activities for June, cafeteria for June, and the daycare reports for June.
5 motions to approve.
5 seconds.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
I know you asked this last year, Mr. Mills. We show a balance at the end of fiscal 17 of $236,780.07. That has been all absorbed into an encumbered warrant and some prepaid tuition. So that is not a balance that's left. That's gone.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's right.
Under building rentals, for your information, you'll note that the buildings haven't been as busy as usual, but that will change almost momentarily, so that we encourage our community to use our buildings. They're the ones who built them. They're the ones who are paying for them. They're available for use.
May I highlight another one? Chartwell's.
Sure.
We have a a profit, if you want to call it a profit, of $66,874.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
interesting, yeah.
And we're using that to renovate the kitchens.
but it was down from last year's
A
profit.
little bit down, the reason being we had a few medical leaves.
Yeah,
So we were paying
Okay.
substitutes and the employees that were out of medical leave.
And we're
Great,
gonna renovate.
great.
Is,
We have bought refrigerators, freezers, we're doing a new, in Esten, we're doing a new serving line. Yeah,
Perfect.
we have a lot going on in the
right.
kitchens.
So do we have a capital expenditure plan for the, the kitchens?
I wouldn't say we have a specific one.
We don't have a
Okay.
specific one, but we plan on putting money into Esten, because if we get the new elementary
Right.
school, the money will go to Esten because that school's staying.
Okay.
So that's already in
Yeah.
the works.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, under old business, I don't see anything listed under old business. New business, Dr. Cron, opening of school.
Okay, so first things, kindergarten enrollment as of today is at 163, which is lower than we had hoped for. We have, this tends to be a very busy week of sign-ups, so we're very hopeful that we get a few stragglers. This year is going to be very heavily focused on our strategic plan. So one of the first things that's going to happen this year is the 21-member steering committee is going to get together and put all of our strategic priorities in a timeline. This can be done this year, this can be done next year. There's going to be 4 committees that are set up because we have 4 primary strategic objectives. Each one of those strategic objectives are going to be co-chaired. Those committees are going to be co-chaired. I'm going to chair the instruction committee. I'm going to ask Colleen to chair another co-chair another committee, and then co-chairing that committee with us will be a teacher. So each one of those 4 committees and the entire strategic planning process is going to be a really big part of this school year, and getting more and more of our teachers involved actively in some of this committee work. So very excited about that. And I would plan in my plans to provide monthly updates to the school committee so that you know where we are with the strategic plan. The next thing, ALICE training, which is, in case we have a catastrophic active shooter scenario. I just want to, again, continue to update the committee and the community on the ongoing efforts for safety in this district. We began 2.5 years ago meeting with Lieutenant Zioli of the Milton Police and Chief Duffy of the Fire Department and all of the principals, and we...
Lieutenant Zioli of the Rockland
Rockland
Police.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. What did I say?
Milton.
Oh, man.
You went old school.
Yeah, I went old school. If I did that last year, I'd have been in trouble. We've been meeting as a committee to make safety plans. And so that committee work will continue. But ALICE training, which is really the model that most schools across the country now are going to, involves a lot of training. So there's a talk part where it's basically a classroom section where all of the teachers and administrators get this type of instruction. That's been completed. What's starting now in the fall is a more active, an active phase. So that's when the teachers and the faculty and the staff will experience ALICE training on a little more serious level. And we're talking, possibility of using pellet guns and so on and so forth. But it's done in cooperation with the Rockland Police. I've met with Esten Schnabel and Kathy Paulding, who are leading this for us, and we're in very, very good shape.
Are they the ones that did the talking portion of the ALICE
Yes.
presentation?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep. So on the 21st and 2nd, when the new teachers are in, they will be brought up to speed. Then on the 23rd and 4th, when all teachers are back, that's when the building by building training is going to begin. So as part of our first 2 days, the schools are going to be getting their ALICE training.
Good.
So, I just want people to know that we know this can be a scary world, and that we are not burying our heads in the sand, and that we are very actively thinking about table-topping all of the things that could happen and hopefully never will.
This is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the building committee.
Training is-
So some may remember that we have an elementary building project. The educational profile and the enrollment projections, which were the 2 reports due July 1, have been completed and filed and accepted by the MSBA. We are now waiting they said 3 to 5, I'm thinking 2 to 4 months for them to supply us with what's called an MSBA feasibility study agreement. And so that will be the agreement that will guide our feasibility study process. And last thing about the building committee, I'm hoping to convene the committee for the first time. I want to say this tentatively, just because I haven't checked with Town Hall on the dates yet, but third Thursday of the month is, I'm thinking we'll do it monthly, at least for the beginning, because there's not a lot for us to do at this point. So we're shooting for the first building committee meeting. You could tentatively pencil it in your calendar the 21st, Thursday the 21st at 6 p.m. at Town
Thursday.
Hall.
Just
No, the 21st of September.
Okay,
Yep.
21
Okay?
September.
And so the building committee is off and running. The literacy committee, which started last year, I want to thank Karen McKinnon and the building principals and the members of the literacy committee who took their time at the end of school last year and over the summer to create some of the materials that were missing for our elementary teachers. And as promised, we're going to begin the textbook review process in September as well. So that's going on. And then if we didn't have enough to do, we have contract negotiations this year as well. But I can't tell you how excited I am. I love the summer when you take a few weeks and you do some reading and you check out the Twitter pages and you get out of the sort of day-to-day. And it's just such an exciting time to be part of education. Robotics, the technology, the things, putting iPad minis in the hands of kindergartners. And it's very exciting, and I feel better than I did even at the end of the school year moving forward. We have great people in place, good plans in place, so very exciting.
Pretty good.
I think I'll say the word exciting a few more times tonight, too.
Okay.
For those keeping track.
Thank you, Doctor. Any questions for the superintendent?
How about the students? Are they excited?
I doubt it. No, I think some of them probably
No,
are.
My daughter can't wait.
They will be. You'd be
They're sick of it
surprised.
by now. They
Yeah.
want to get back
Well,
to
they, yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter cried on the last day of school.
Did she really?
Yeah, she didn't want it to be over.
Oh,
And
love
she's so
that.
excited to go back.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of them are.
She
Good.
She had a
I've
good
heard
year.
from a few of
And
mine.
she's actually joined the Gills Club that is run by a Rockland alum to the Atlantic Shark Conservatory, Marianne Long. She
Yeah.
graduated Rockland 5 years after me, I believe. So my 7-year-old is going to dissect a shark at the end of September.
Good.
Ooh.
And she is
They stink. Big time.
she is burying me with shark knowledge
It's shark week.
and marine knowledge
right.
that no second grader should ever know. So something worked right, and she's ready to go
Good.
back. So
Good.
I'm excited. She's excited. So
Going back to that active shooting trade, we had that in Boston this past year.
Yeah, it's a little spooky.
It is, yeah,
Yep.
it really have to, like you say, and the students.
Yeah. It's just, I,
It is, it's terrifying.
it's, yeah, you never,
Yeah.
you hate to not, there's some things that you hate to talk about because it feels as though it raises,
Right.
it suggests things. But at the same
Yeah, we gotta
time,
do it.
I don't want to go through anything like that for the first time.
Absolutely.
no.
Right.
So I
Absolutely.
want to, I like rehearsals. you know.
Right.
Absolutely.
hands-on is the best.
Yeah.
Live training,
And-
hands-on.
and-
It's always the best.
And the interesting one was when they were, doing the, even fire drills and stuff like that, when they come in and block a exit that everybody,
Right, thought they were,
they could get out.
right, right. Yeah,
What do we do now? Get out another door.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
next on the agenda, the appointment of Dr. Cron to the 2018 Board of Directors of Project Contemporary Competitiveness,
Inc.
Inc. Do I have a motion?
A motion to approve?
Second.
All those
Okay.
in favor?
Except, what is Project Contemporary Competitive?
PCC?
PCC? Okay. Oh, that's right.
Do you
I
remember
usually-
that?
I remember PCC. I didn't know it was, the.
Yeah.
Spellman's got
project
it now.
I know.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
rather have seen a euphemism than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so used to it. I'm at IBM, Itty
Right.
Bitty Machine Company.
Right, yeah, right.
Next on the agenda, we have a suggestion to name the Esten School Gym, and perhaps, Dr. Cron, you could tell us a little bit more about that. We have a a short outline from Principal Smith at Esten relative to Fred Brown, former phys ed teacher there for a number of years.
Interesting.
If you could,
Sure. Well, Mrs. Smith, the Principal Smith has told me numerous times about Mr. Brown's many commitments, and he spent, in this letter, I'll read some of it to you, Mr. Brown spent 23 years of his 31 years teaching in Rockland. His commitment to the students of Esten has been displayed by his generosity after retirement. He continues to bestow Esten with his, since his retirement in '94, he has donated over $55,000 of his own money to the school. Funds have been used for technology, recess equipment, school presentations, the wall, the Green Monster, and much more. We have, one of the things Mrs. Smith has already done is presented 2 3rd and 4th grade students with a Spirit Award in Mr. Brown's name, and I think the school on the whole feels a great appreciation, and I support Mrs. Smith's request
Name the gym after him.
to name
A small gym.
it's a small gym.
Yeah.
oh, but I do as well. I know
Yeah.
I know Mr. Brown. He's a fine
Yeah.
person, stayed involved, loves kids, has really stepped up over the years to help in many ways up at Esten. And I think it's a small but very fitting tribute to him. I would,
Motion to approve.
all right, thank you.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Do
That's
we
a good
put a
one.
plaque there of some sort?
Yeah.
Would we supply that as a school
yes.
department?
Yeah.
We should have a ceremony. doing
Yes.
that, Yes, and then,
Okay,
you know,
okay, that would be
and
nice.
let us
So
know when that
just let
might
us
be.
know, right.
Or have a, you know, some
Oh,
type of,
reception gift.
here,
Yeah.
and then, you know, and then take it over to there, yeah. Come. Put them on
Sign
TV.
and ceremony.
Next on the agenda is a list of surplus property. The list can be obtained, I'm sure, by contacting the superintendent's office. A lot of things here probably don't work anymore, but some things may, or parts of things may be helpful to people. So if they're interested in all, there's everything from DVD players to radio production computers to Sony cameras to all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So if anyone is interested in going over the list, contact the superintendent's office.
I'm very interested in that shiny bow switcher.
There you
Yeah,
go.
whatever that
I
is.
know.
That would be
Motion,
fun.
motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor? Is a vote? Next on the agenda, personnel information, Dr. Cron?
Again, we have, people who moved from within positions. Some of these are just your club advisors, but nothing, there's nothing jumping out that I would,
Didn't see anything.
unless anyone has any questions.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
And lastly, but certainly not least, there would be any public service announcements that the committee would like to make. And,
Just
yeah.
before that, I
Yeah.
have another question, just
Yeah.
dawned on me, somebody had talked to me about it. Are we having problems with our AC and controllers and setting temperatures?
Where?
Library.
In the main library?
Yeah,
Not that I'm aware of.
okay. 'Cause, somebody had been saying that they were in there, it was like 63 degrees and they couldn't get it adjusted or something like
It was
that.
too cold?
Yeah,
Oh, the AC was cranking.
right, yeah.
It's something to ask Mark about, but I think they've really got that pretty tuned in.
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought.
It's something to ask him about. I mean,
Still
any-
working on it.
Any
Still
of those,
working on it.
any of those rooms that are 20 feet with 20-foot
Right.
ceilings, I don't know how you regulate those.
Right.
That was one
well.
of the benefits of getting Mark, because he's familiar
yeah.
with all
All
the
the equipment.
computerization of all that equipment.
Yep.
And it was a mess before that.
He has made
and-
Sony adjustments, he's almost there.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
good for
And
him.
got guys in
I don't know if
every
it was like for a particular day or a week or
Not that
something
I
like
know.
that.
I usually find it hot in there, so that's why
Okay.
I was interested.
Because of all the glass windows.
Yeah.
That's gonna mess with.
And the only
Solar
other, yeah,
glare or whatever.
the only other thing is, I found this very interesting, this fastener on these
Yes,
papers.
we were just talking about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, is that part of the copier now?
Yeah, instead of staples.
instead of staples.
Yeah, that must be the new thing.
It used to be, no, it's an old thing.
It
Is
is.
it?
Is it?
Yeah, it used to, you know.
30 years ago, I had this thing that you would crunch, and it
Yeah.
would do the same thing as
Right.
what that is.
Yeah.
So what's that supposed, so that you could say it, I thought that always was like it's done. Like
No,
in a
no.
calendar, you
No,
rip it off.
no.
This is just folded and tear it.
No,
Yeah.
so they also used to have things like can openers and stuff
Well,
like that.
yeah, I had
All right,
P-38s.
exactly.
Remember you
But
had
anyway,
P-38s? You have a
I
P-38?
digress, I digress. Anything else anyone would like to bring up? We'll go to public service announcements, and we'd like to start with the doctor.
So the summer is almost over, and most people take the opportunity in the summer to check in with their pediatrician and make sure that their kids have had their annual physical. If you haven't and you still have a few weeks left, it's a good time to look into it, especially if your child is planning on participating in sports in the fall or the winter or even the spring. Good time to get in, find out about your sports safety, and make sure that your child has all their immunizations and all of their physical exams so that they can be cleared to participate in sports as the year goes forward.
Thank you, Doctor. Mike?
I'm excited because this will be my first full school year on the school committee, so I'm excited for all the school openings and all of that. I know my daughter's excited to get back, which again, as a second grader, that's a pretty good feat to have. And I look forward to all the sports starting up and all the stuff that our kids can do, and I just hope everybody stays safe the last 2 weeks and we can get this rolling.
Thank you. Tom?
Just that school starting, it's another year. Look, I'm looking forward to going back to school because all I've been doing is going to school the last couple of months. No, and this, my wife thinks this is my, she's probably watching, my wife says this is my last year teaching, so maybe.
Well, then it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I will say.
Giselle keeps telling him to quit, and
Yeah,
Brittany's still
no,
going,
no,
so.
yeah, it probably is, but,
Last but not least, myself, I just want to publicly thank the community of Rockland and the surrounding towns for the tremendous tribute that they paid to my beautiful wife some 5 weeks ago. It was special. It truly was special. It meant a lot to myself and, of course, my family. And again, great place to live, this town. When trouble hits a particular person or family, they turn out, and it was just a wonderful tribute to her. So I thank you for that. And with that, I will ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye, aye.
Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
When's the next meeting?
The 11th.
11? It's in September. It's gonna be-